Hey everyone, welcome back again. You can't be afraid to make difficult decisions if you are the manager of Manchester United. Having said that, it was completely understandable that Erik ten Hag didn't want to rock the boat with Marcus Rashford at the beginning of the season for several reasons. Rashford struggled last term, but starting the new campaign with him on the bench would have made the situation worse, and it would have dominated the narrative around the club. The academy graduate has started each game in the Premier League, and that's been contentious considering the form of Alejandro Garnacho and Amad, who have been forced to fight to feature on the right wing, when many supporters would like to see them both starting Garnacho on the left and Amad on the right would obviously mean naming Rashford on the bench, and Ten Hag has stuck by him, despite that not being a popular decision. Thousands of fans at Old Trafford expressed their dismay at Garnacho being replaced by Amad in the second half of the defeat to Liverpool. Rashford was kept on the pitch instead of Garnacho, and that decision was met with boos around the ground, which felt significant. Rashford's relationship with supporters became strained last season due to his poor performances and off-field behaviour, and they would have preferred him to be substituted. The 26-year-old copped some flack against Liverpool. However, the truth is he created two great opportunities, and his performance warranted keeping him on the pitch. Rashford looked bright and would have recorded assists on another day, which creates a dilemma this weekend, as it seems most fans would prefer Garnacho and Amad to start against Southampton. But Ten Hag has continued to back Rashford, and it will be fascinating to see if that continues. Rashford has shared footage of himself doing extra training work during the international break. He has worked with a private coach, and his finishing around the box looked sharp. Although Rashford hasn't recorded a goal or assist this season, his all-round performances have been respectable, and Ten Hag may believe it's about to click for the forward. Rashford is used to give United width on the left, and he is sometimes found hugging the touchline, but it's easy to forget how deadly his ball striking can be when he's in positions around the opposition's box, and it makes sense to give him more license to drift into those areas. Whether or not Ten Hag wants to use Rashford in that manner is another matter, and some will feel he shouldn't get the chance to start a fourth consecutive game in the league. Garnacho and Amad have been impressive and have momentum. The theory is they should be starting on form, but do you remove Rashford from the starting team when there have been positive signs? Ten Hag might play it safe, but gambling on the younger wingers could pay off. The prospect of Garnacho and Amad starting on the wings, hopefully with Rasmus Højlund down the middle, against Southampton is exciting, and it feels inevitable that Rashford will be benched at some point if the pair continue their upward trajectory, making them impossible to ignore. While Ten Hag sticking by Rashford to coax him back to form is admirable, it will soon become unjustifiable if he misfires while Garnacho and Amad deliver strong performances. Hey Devils, welcome to United District. Here you get latest news updates for Man United. Here we go. Manchester United defender Matthijs de Ligt made a mistake that led to Germany's first goal on Tuesday night, and Ronald Koeman substituted him at halftime to protect him. De Ligt, who joined United from Bayern Munich for an initial €45 million, £38.4 million, didn't play a single minute for the Netherlands as they made the semi-final of Euro 2024. The defender was overlooked for Stefan de Vrij and Virgil van Dijk, but was given the chance to start alongside the latter in a Nations League clash against Germany on Tuesday. However, De Ligt made a mistake for Germany's equaliser in the first half. He played a poor pass and lost the ball, and was eventually hooked at the interval, suffering the same fate as Casemiro did against Liverpool when being replaced by Brighton centre-back Jan-Paul Van Hecke. Ligt has fallen down the central defensive pecking order for his country, and De Vrij, Van Dijk, Mickey van der Ven of Tottenham, and Van Hecke now all seem to be ahead of him. Koeman spoke to Dutch broadcaster NOS after the game and was asked to explain his decision to remove De Ligt at halftime. "Of course, I would rather have kept Matthijs on the pitch," he said. "It just looks like he is now in a period where all his mistakes are being punished. I gave him a new chance today, but eventually protected him by taking him off." De Ligt's performance for the Netherlands in their previous game against Bosnia and Herzegovina was scrutinised in the Dutch media, and Koeman defended him after that appearance. He himself realises that he was in the wrong position. "This should not happen, but mistakes are part of football," said Koeman. "I think it is unfair to make a big deal out of it," De Ligt added. "I also know that there are times when I can do better. It's also been a long time since I played 90 minutes. If I have to name something, I'm most satisfied with that. That second goal where I can't get my footing, I know from myself, the more matches I play, the better my footwork gets. In my head, I know that I will do better next time. Dalot made his full United debut against Liverpool and is set to feature against Southampton. Manchester United are looking to employ a first-team physiotherapist to deliver world-class physiotherapy care and rehabilitation services to its players. Erik Ten Hag was forced to contend with an unrelenting injury crisis throughout 2023-24, and Ineos' season review concluded injuries were concentrated in key positions. Gary O'Driscoll arrived at Old Trafford from Arsenal to become head of sports medicine in September, and he's since worked closely with the new football structure to investigate why United recorded the most separate cases of injuries in the Premier League last season. Robin Sadler was head physio, but left United in February as part of O'Driscoll's changes, which saw Jordan Rees follow him from Arsenal to become the new head physio. There were further changes in the summer as the departures of first-team physios Richard Merrin and John Davin were confirmed, and both were long-serving members of staff. Merrin had been with the club for 23 years, and Davin had been on the staff for 27 years, and their exits were said to be part of a wider restructuring of the medical department. Ibrahim Kerem had worked as the physio for United's women's team since 2021, but joined the men's team in December, and O'Driscoll, Rees and Kerem will be supported by the new incoming first-team physio, who United are looking to appoint by launching a job advert. The role includes some of the following responsibilities: maximise player physical performance and conditioning across the whole season, develop, deliver, monitor and track strategies and interventions that mitigate the risk of injury. To work daily with the first team players to limit time loss through injury and to enable optimal transfer of training into match day performances. To develop and deliver world-class rehabilitation for injured first-team players from point of injury to return to full-team training, to work closely as part of a wider multidiscipline team to ensure the best level of care for first-team players, to work with the head of physiotherapy to deliver accurate assessment, diagnosis, prognosis, and efficient and effective rehabilitation for players who have sustained injury, to contribute to the daily provision of daily preparation of first-team players for training, to assist with match day preparation for fixtures as required, including emergency injury care. Sir Jim Ratcliffe's football structure freshened up Ten Hag's backroom staff ahead of the new season, and it's hoped the overhauled medical department will oversee fewer injuries.